YouTube, welcome back. And today I've got a guide for you on the Khvostov. I'm sure you've been seeing it taking the Crucible by storm. This is a sleeper weapon that we didn't anticipate being this good, but here it is, being better than even the Summoner Adept. So, let's get into it. But before we start, I just needed to say that I did not cover getting the regional chests. You will need to loot all 9 of them in order to get your encrypted bits, in order to first unlock the legendary Khvostov. That being said, in this guide I do not cover getting the regional chests. You'll have to do that beforehand. So go ahead, loot your regional chests, and then come back to this video. Okay, good, you're still here. Let's get cracking. Starting in the landing, we are going to do the Sword Dance Cysts. It'll be the first of all 6 that we are going to complete for our last encryption bits. That being said, you can swap between the birds to activate each cyst that you need. In the order that I do it, we're going to do Sword Dance first, and I kind of show the little mechanic here, where you can go up to the bird and hold whatever your interact button is, and swap that cyst. You just make your way in there. Once you get to this part, we're going to just basically do the mechanics, smash all the crystals, kill the knights, get them out of your way, and then once this room opens up, you'll see a little mushroom-shaped stone. You're going to jump onto that mushroom-shaped stone, hopefully better than I do, because I bounced off that branch. Right here, there's going to be a little wall that you can only break with a sword. I already grabbed this one, but once you break this wall with the sword, it's going to be right in the corner there. It'll look like a pile of purple junk. That'll be your first loot. Next, we're going to go right back to the landing, and this time we are going to do the moth-infested cave. Cavern, sorry, my bad. Make your way through. This one's pretty quick. Once you see this little circle that you're meant to stand on, you just drop down under, and then over, hooking around the corner, just kind of run in a circle till you find it. There you are. Next, we're going to make our way to the blooming. Cut directly through the center. We're going to go all the way to the back of this area. And here are the 2 birds that we're going to be swapping for. I'm going to opt to do Slayer first. Do the mechanic, kill the ogre, and then look for a tree stump. Obviously revive the dead ghost while you're doing it. Might as well, you know. Tree stump there. Proceed down that hallway, and then pile of junk. On your right. Next, we're going to make our way back to those birds, activate the Searing Light Cyst, you know the drill by now. Kill the boss, do the mechanic. But this time, we're going to be looking for a purple room. If you're looking at the center of the room, which is what I just passed, you'll see a little purple glow. Directly behind that, and then over to the left. Loot the pile, that's your bit. Next, we move on to the Impass. These ones are tricky, I did not like these. Swap it between the bird. We start with Aerial Ace. This one's the easier of the 2. Basically just going to do the mechanic, fight the boss. Obviously, again, revive your dead ghost. This one is sneaky. It's hidden in like a corner. You have to go towards like you're running out. But then right there, you see a little hole in the wall? I shoot into it. It's pretty hard to spot if you're just running by. So just make sure you take your time. You'll find it no problem. Make our way back to the Impasse. Activate the bird for the Smothering Darkness. And this one sucks. You can't double jump for the most part. Do the mechanic, kill the boss. And this one's in basically pitch blackness. I don't even have HDR and it's this dark. But you're going to run through that lighted door. On your right, there's going to be a purple pile. You'll just barely see it. Loot your bit. We're going to make our way to the Impasse again. And now it's time to get the legendary Khvostov. And this thing's pretty stacked. But this time, instead of going behind us, we're just going to go straight forward through these tunnels here. This is one of the story missions. And there it is. Gold chest. Ba-ding! And this thing is pretty stacked. I mean, honestly, you could use it in PvP or PvE. The perk pool on it's pretty good, honestly. You got Demolitionist, Pugilist, and Strategist. It's sick. That thing's nasty. We're going to make our way to the Lost City. Now we have to get the Visions of the Traveler. The first one is going to be near a waterfall towards the beginning. Sped this up quite a bit, but you're going to hug the right, go to the red platform. There you see the waterfall. And he's going to just be chilling right in there. Cooling his little non-existent toes. Next one is in the landing, directly next to your spawn to the left. I already picked this one up so you won't see it, but I shoot roughly where his location is. We're going to go to the landing again, but this time we're zipping right through. We're going to go towards where we were for the moth-infested cavern. This one can kind of turn you around a little bit, but it's easy enough to spot. Just kind of make your way through the caves, until you make it to an open vista here. Once you see the Shrieker, that's when you know you're in the right place. There's the Shrieker up at the top. We're going to be jumping down. It's another one near a waterfall. Land on a little ledge. And there he is. He's a little hidey guy. Next one's going to be in the blooming. We're going to cut through, hug left. Right by where the birds were. You probably saw it. We're going to climb this tree, which can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're like me. Make your way over here, and there's your vision. Bone, here's a feather. So this one leads directly to the next one. From the last vision of the Traveler, we're just going to move forward, activate the Cyst, and then we're just going to charge straight through. Go through the portal by Zavala's house, cut through, go through the waterfall. We're gonna have to activate this door. It's a pain in the butt, but. And then once you make your way past all these thralls, we're gonna do a complete 180, and then boom, there's a hole right in the ceiling. You're just gonna jump in there. Go ahead and grab your vestige of the Traveler. From here, we're gonna proceed directly to the next one too. Go straight out of the cave that you just came into. This time we're going to run past Zavala's house like we're proceeding in the story. We're going to jump up the mountain face, and we're going to make our way all the way through the snow area. So it's quite the hike. You don't have to fight any enemies, you can just run by. That's a nice save that I just did, even though the only reason I needed to save was because my jumping was bot-like. Still just making our way through the snowy mountains. Slowly plodding along. What did you guys think of the final shape? I'm curious. I had a really good time with it. I think the campaign is literally the best we've ever had. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. And the new exotics they brought, pretty killer. You can see me rocking the Titan gauntlets here. I don't really use them because I'm not really killing stuff in this video, but definitely some builds that you can make with this. I enjoy clearing entire rooms with the Flechette Storm. And we've made it all the way to the top, and here we are. Right by that satellite on the left there, you just jump over to it, and directly behind it, there's going to be a vision of the Traveler. Almost done. Now we're going to make our way to the Impass, speed through like we're going to another, and it's just right there. This is literally the most obvious one. I already picked it up. I think this was the first one I found. Directly from the 8th vision, we are going to go. Like we're going through basically that whole tainted by the witness area. And cut left. This one's kind of confusing. These two are kind of confusing to find, to be honest. Make our way past the statues. Again, you don't have to kill the guys, I just do it because they annoy me. And then over here on our left by a tree, that's where this one's hiding. So that one's a bit of a hike too. Not as bad as the snowy area, but here we are. After this, you can slot your vestiges of the Traveler. I did that just because it's cathartic to see all those get placed. Spawns the chest. That being said, you then have to kill each of the bosses in all 3 of the landing zones. There's 3 bosses per landing zone. You gotta kill all of them. You'll get a mote from each of them. You need 15 motes total, so there's that. In the event that you were like me and you already killed all the bosses, but it never dropped the primordial mote of light, which is what you need to unlock the chest, you can then store all of your motes inside of your vault, and once you fight Optics again, this, giant space testicle, he'll then drop primordial mote of light. That's what I ended up having to do, because I had already killed all the bosses, because I roamed around quite a bit beforehand. But storing emotes and then killing Optics fixed it for me. And with that, you'll now be able to unlock your own Khvostov chest and ransack the Crucible with it. The gun's even good in PvE too, so use at your discretion. And there it is. Boom. You're ready for your Khvostov. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this guide. If there's anything that I wasn't super clear about, please do leave a comment. Let me know how I can improve. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.